What are your expectations for today?
Suntan, relax, and suntan.
So waiting at the traffic stop here. This is Avenida La Salle. If you go that direction, it's actually downtown Santa Cruz. So to be honest, we never been here on these streets. And we've been almost everywhere in Santa Cruz, but these streets are unfamiliar to us. Anyway, it's nice. I owe you a price update here. We are at I think it's a bakery, Rincón del Pan, right now, on our way to Las Teresitas, meeting with some friends. And we bought like an espresso, small espresso for Christina, a water, a Coca-Cola, and a large sandwich, 8 euros. What date do we have today? 12, 13? 14 of September. So 2025. So I think the price is, well, I mean, I'm comparing it to Austria, evidently. But in Austria, I think for that, we would have paid 15, 20 euros at least. So now here it's almost the half. Of course, some other prices also is getting more expensive as well. But in the service area, or in the, like if you go to a restaurant or if you go to like a bakery, prices are still affordable. We're gonna stay here for maybe half an hour, 1 hour, and then these bikes we used to travel 3,000 kilometers from Cadiz to Transylvania in Romania. Normal mountain bikes. We had everywhere pannier bags and frame bags and front bags. They are not electric, but they did their job.
Are you filming?
This is the size of the bocadillo. I mean, most of the tourists obviously drive to Las Teresitas. You cannot see what's past the main road. And actually, when you exit Santa Cruz, right across the Cepsa gas station, there is a new, it's not a beach, but it's very popular with the youth here. It's a public swim area, very, very new actually. I think it was opened last year. It's on the way to Las Teresitas, but you cannot see it from the main road. So this is the new swimming pool area with I think it's very nice. Never been down there, but I saw it when it was in construction. We arrived in San Andres. I'm not sure if you can hear me, it's very windy. And behind me, this beautiful little village is right next to Las Teresitas. So let me just stop here quickly. This is the newest park place that it was built here. The old one is over there. So basically, if this is full, there's a good chance that that is full as well. And the beach goes from here, there somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna find a nice spot. Maybe some sunbeds. I don't know if they are still available, some. And just soak in the sun, do a little bit of swimming. It's 12:22, so midday. The sun is not very hot, but I think it's almost 30 degrees outside. I'm gonna explain you a bit then what it is about this beach that makes it fake. And fake, please, in brackets. Fake in brackets.
So we always come here because it's a trick of ours. We rent 2 beds, 2 sunbeds, and we have a natural umbrella.
Yeah. Hola. So what can I tell you about this place? We arrived at Las Teresitas, and when I tell you that this is a fake paradise, it's not in a bad way. But it is fake. It is fake because the sand here is imported from Sahara. And I believe each year there is a resupply of this sand. Here until the 50s, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, there used to be a volcanic sand beach, and this beach was mostly used by the locals. The Canarian government wanted to make it more touristy, because I think European tourists are somehow not used to volcanic sand beach, like this black sand beach. And they imported from Sahara 100,000 of tons of sand, I think. And each year, well, you can imagine this grows thinner and thinner, so they resupply. It's one of the best beaches on the island. It's not the most perfect one. We definitely like it because it's close to home, but we prefer more the wild ones, the more quiet ones, not so touristic and not so accessible. We know a couple. For convenience, we very often come here. And the story of this beach actually is that what I've read it online, so correct me if I'm wrong. Here it used to be tomato farms. The lady that was taking care of some of the tomatoes here was called Teresa, and hence Las Teresitas. It's a diminutive. I heard that she was against the government transforming this beach in a popular attraction, so she was like doing manifests and strikes and whatnot in order for the government to stop. I read that this is the reason it's called Las Teresitas, from Teresa, from this lady. It's a windy beach, especially in summer, and what I mean by summer is July, August, September. Usually in October it starts to tone down. There are a lot of bars all over the beach. I think it's 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers from that end to this one, and unfortunately the bars are open until 6 o'clock, and you have to take this in account when you come in winter, because here in December and January the sun sets at 6:30. For that matter, my tip to you is you go at the end of the beach. You get the most sun there, because if you stay here in the front, you have this little hill here, mountain, San Andres, and the sun goes behind that. So here you don't have sun, but there you have sun for half an hour more. So that's my tip to you. I'm gonna also ask Christina from the perspective of photographer what she thinks about this beach, because she had some shooting here, and I'm gonna let her tell you exactly what she thinks.
I like the beach that's beyond this beach. It's next to this beach. So it's because it's more private. It has a lot of accessories to connect in a photograph. For instance, it has this hill, because this beach is very nice, but it's only beach.
So you prefer the more wilder beaches?
Yeah, I prefer a beach that has
or secluded
also
one.
Mountains or something that you can use as a prop. And I also had a shooting here when it was very, very cold and windy and very dark outside. It was very dramatic.
So how is the sunset here?
This was also nice. Yeah, the thing is the sunset is there.
Yeah.
So you have no sunset here.
Okay, because it hides behind that hill.
So
that hill over there,
behind the hill. This is why the best sunset, when you come here, it's upstairs.
Oh yeah.
So if you go up,
or in the south of the island.
Yeah, but here.
From a photographer perspective, would you say this is among top 5 on the island as a beach for photographers to have?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so another thing, I think the prices are fairly acceptable at the bars here. If I'm not mistaken, one beer, for those of you who drink beer, is €4, like 500 milliliters. And I think Coca-Cola is $2.50. Let's check the water, guys. Well, the sand is very hot, that's for sure. And it's really hot. Let's run. It's quite windy, to be honest. But nevertheless, people are out and having fun, so all right, going in. Well, it's not bad. So it's not very, very cold. It's not very hot. It's not Mediterranean hot like in August or July. But definitely you can take a swim, so it's not a problem. If you've been here like 2 years ago, the prices were a little bit different. For example, I always used to buy those shrimps in garlic sauce and oil. It was between 10 and 11 euros the portion. Now it's 14 euros at the same local bar here. So the prices definitely rose a bit, but I think this is all over Europe. It's not only here. That's San Andres, the little town. You can find shops there, ice cream shops, and you can find a spar there. If you want to buy cheaper drinks or whatever, every 100 meters there is a bar. It's a bar there, it's a bar here, it's a bar there. I think there are 7 or 8. What's nice about Las Teresitas, even though it's fake, is that you can put your umbrellas, you can put your table, you can bring your own stuff. You don't have to pay for anything if you don't want. And also you can set up a volleyball court with net, with everything. We did this, so it's pretty flexible. How do you like it? Somebody told me that it's actually quite empty for this time of that time of the year. I don't know. Well, I started to kind of lose this appreciation. I mean, I took it for granted, but I'm very happy actually that I am here. So I think Christina also, it's different.
Yeah.
Also, you know, for the residents here, the transportation is free. These buses are free.
I definitely think it's worth it coming by bicycle because there's no stress. Where do I park? You can always take a bag like this one with you to put a towel and everything you need. It's easy. You just hop on, hop off.
Even though the prices are a bit higher than it was like 3 years ago, I think it's only natural. So our recommendation is that you definitely put some time aside and visit this fake beach. Although it's fake, it's beautiful, and I think it's from my perspective, it's one of the top 5 beaches here in Tenerife. What would you like to see in terms of Tenerife, or if this type of content where we present you a beach or something like this is relevant to you? Besos. Bye.